everyone, my name is Elizabeth Simpson. I'm an instructional designer with Kobe Tech. I am here to share the results of a survey regarding faculty-student interaction that we conducted last spring. In April 2018, we emailed a link to a Qualtrics survey to all graduate and undergraduate students who were enrolled in at least one online class with Kobe. We wanted their feedback on faculty-to-student interaction in our online classes. 326 students responded, and here are the results. The first few questions we asked were meant to pull some information regarding their experience with online learning. A student who was taking their first online class would have a different perspective than a student who was more experienced. 141 of the responses were from undergraduate students, the majority of which had taken between 3 and 6 online classes, and 85% of them had taken at least one class online before. We received 185 graduate student responses, and they shared that a little more than 40% of them had had 7 or more online classes, and 89% of them had taken at least one class online before. Next, we asked them to rank a variety of faculty-to-student interaction activities from most meaningful to least. Their options were participating with instructors in discussion posts in D2L, WebEx meetings before major assignments and exams, weekly office hours in WebEx for their online class, chat sessions, and other, where they were given the opportunity to write in a response. Most students selected participating in discussion posts as being the most meaningful, particularly the undergraduate students. For the next question, we asked them to rank how important to their learning the content discussions are in D2L. This was done because the discussions are the most common form of faculty-to-student interaction in our classes, and we wanted to hear how meaningful the students felt these were. Almost half of the undergraduates said the discussions were either extremely important or very important, and more than half of the graduate students felt the same way. When we asked a qualitative question, when you take an online course, how do you prefer to interact with your instructor? The most common response was through email, next was discussion boards and email, and the third most common response was WebEx and email. Something surprising that the students shared was a sense of nervousness about asking questions in the discussions area. They seemed to be anxious about embarrassing themselves in front of the class by asking questions. Something to consider is when students ask questions via email to encourage them to post it to the discussions so everyone can see answers to common questions. When we asked them that qualitative question, we also got quite a few students who wrote about instructor presence in the class. While it does not count for the faculty-student interaction requirements in the benchmarks, students like watching the presentations from their instructors, and they like receiving detailed feedback on their assignments. If you would like more information about this survey and the findings, please feel free to contact Kobe Tech.